This whole OCR thing has really changed the way I see things. If you put your mind to it, you could definitely accomplish anything.
There are obstacles. If you want to win, you gotta be able to run, and you gotta be able to run for the whole race.
A lot of people ask me, why do I do this race? And just like a bunch of famous explorers, why do they climb the mountain? Why do they go to the deep ocean? Because it's there. And to me, that's motivation enough to test myself and push those limits.
Life can be a brutal obstacle. It's a matter of perspective in terms of seeing the brighter side in every single obstacle you face. My name is Billy Navarrete, and I'm a kindergarten teacher at Upi Elementary School.
My name is Michael Kittigwa. I've been a stroll driver for over 2 years.
Hi, I'm Tim Wendon. I work for a company, Rocky Mountain Precast. We manufacture precast concrete and reinforcing steel. I'm also a motocross racer. Enjoy riding and racing motorcycles.
Since I was a kid, I've always just loved jumping around, creating my own obstacle courses on the sofa and everything. So I think it's just pretty much embedded in me, in my lifestyle, just creating obstacles. And when I found out that there's, you know, something where I could actually test out my skills called Ninja Warrior, I decided I wanted to fulfill that dream of competing on it one day on that show. And then eventually it kind of led into wanting to try out OCRs, which is more of a longer endurance type of obstacle course race compared to American Ninja Warrior.
I've been doing obstacle course racing ever since the first Trench Challenge. At the time it was Trench Mudder, I believe. I think that was 5 years ago. But recently I've been getting more into it, more serious over the past 2 years. Last year I went to Canada for the OCR World Championships, and this year I'm going to London. And a lot of my background and training is parkour, which I've been doing for actually 9 years. So that really helps with the obstacle trainings.
An obstacle course race is definitely something that challenges one's, not just their physical ability, but their mental capabilities. How strong are they up here, you know?
So I think, you know, OCR appeals to people that can challenge themselves in something that maybe they haven't done. It's not like a triathlon or, you know, or Ironman or a marathon or something like that, right? It can be a slow-paced mental challenge as well as a physical challenge. So I think you know, you see a lot of people there that would not try a triathlon or try a marathon or something like that, coming out giving it a go.
Right now OCR is one of the fastest growing sports in the world, so I'm really hoping to make it pretty big out in this new sport and represent Guam.
This event, you know, the experience that these guys that joined the event afterwards, the other events that they've done, their confidence level has skyrocketed. You know, they're like no fear now. So those are your 3 Guam athletes, and a little twist to that, I'm gonna actually be doing it as well.
He told me he was competing, he's doing the 3K. I was like, you know, I was really excited. I was really proud of him because, you know, he's usually the guy behind the scenes. He's the one that's coordinating the whole event for Trench.
Tom, like, he should have competed last year, you know? But I guess when people see the race, they see it as like, oh, you have to be elite. But then, honestly, anybody could do it. And I'm not saying Tom isn't a great athlete, but he's totally capable.
No, I think it's good, you know, Tom coming out and trying it for himself this year. Definitely give him an appreciation of what we do, right?
So I decided to do the OCR World Championship 3 kilometer to run as one of the organizers of the qualifying races, and looking forward to it. I'm a little anxious. I'm kind of nervous. It's not really hitting me right now, but I know once I get to that starting line, it's going to hit me like a ton of bricks. We're going to London. This is gonna be a huge thing for us too. I've never been to London. I'm super excited.
Well, it's London, so I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, it's like, I guess like on everyone's bucket list to go to London, you know? It's like what you see on TV.
I've never been to Europe, so it's like it's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
My expectation in terms of the race, I expect it to be actually a little easier this year, because last year it was just hills.
So I'm really excited to actually go out there and compete with the world's best and just kind of see where I'm at. That way I could kind of gauge where I want to be.
So London is the birthplace of obstacle course racing, I'm told. You know, I'm reading up on it, and I'm told by the organizers of the OCR World Championships that the whole OCR thing was born in the UK with the British Special Forces. That's how they started everything. You know, from there, it kind of snowballed into a recreational or a civilian event. So for my crash course training, I'm gonna be going to the Obstacle Sports Factory in Manila. It's a warehouse that they've converted into a gym. It's actually a furniture factory, but on the second floor, they've put up all the obstacles that they use for their events. They are part of the Philippine Obstacle Sports Federation.
I'm J. Michael Lim. Our family owns Obstacle Sports Factory. We provide and we supply the obstacles for POSF, Filipinas Obstacle Sports Federation. The main job of a coach is motivation, so that they motivate themselves even though you're out of the picture. You just give them the tools, and then motivation plays a big part for them to continue on with their OCR journey.
So that was my training here at Obstacle Sports Factory. By the time you see this video, they're gonna have their huge facility at SM Aura. So guys, next time you're in Manila, please come by and check them out. Jay, thank you again.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Air Star. Please come and say Air Star if you need any help from me.
here in London, I am just excited because the weather is beautiful. I'm told we're actually kind of lucky. It's warmer than usual. Last year, they said it was snowing this time of the year, so we're feeling pretty lucky right now.
How was your flight? Long, huh?
Brought my family along this time, so yeah, it's going to be a fun race to have them here with me. And yeah, you know, even at Trench, they came along this year and supported me at the end, and it's really fun to have them here.
We're actually staying right next to Paddington Station, just like a 5-minute walk. Man, it was my first time seeing a red double-decker bus in person. It was kind of neat. And we got to see Buckingham Palace. We got to see London Bridge. We actually walked pretty far to go see London Bridge, the London Eye. Brentwood, I know it's gonna be tough. I'll tell you what, Guam being represented for the second time in the World Championship is gonna be huge. We're going in there 4-man deep with Team Guam jerseys, and we're gonna represent hard.
There is a challenge. There are the obstacles out there. But the greatest obstacle that you have to embark on is you. The other obstacles don't matter. They're built, but you built to last. Those obstacles out there are going to do exactly what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to challenge you. Anytime you find yourself being comfortable, you need to find a way to get uncomfortable. If the sun is shining on your face and not on your grave, then you got business. You ain't got time to be sitting up here wondering what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it. Everybody wants the easy way. Everybody wants to celebrate a victory. How can you celebrate a victory if you haven't earned it? Why can't you fall sometimes? Why can't you suffer just a little bit? Why can't it hurt just a little bit? Sometimes you got to break down. Sometimes you got to feel a little weak. And when you get weak, find out just how strong you really are. You need to be worried about the guy that's eating dirt. You need to be worried about the woman that's grinding on the ground. That's the one. That's the warrior. That's the one who wants it. If you're gonna fight, fight for something. Don't fight for nothing. Let's go, Daddy. Stand tall right now and be recognized.
Being in this international level, it was just so epic. It felt like such a big honor, honestly, to be on the actual course.
Because you're not there by yourself.
Yeah.
You're there as a, even though we're competing individually, not as a team, but you are there still as, you know, a team really, because it's your country.
I felt humbled to be with these giant countries, you know, and I felt their energy, and I was humbled by how strong everyone was and how nice everyone was.
OCR and the people that seem to gravitate towards this sport are definitely the most friendliest, you know, outgoing, social people, I think.
Being out there in the cold weather and competing, it's a different atmosphere, a different environment, and it put a lot into perspective.
It was colder and they got us wet, you know, and I think we all suffered from our bodies just not conditioned to cold, wet climates, right?
I was thinking like, yeah, you know, I learned some new techniques at the gym. I got this, right? I get there, I'm like, yeah, I'm not nervous. We roll up into the venue that morning, I see Tim take off, and I'm like, okay, now it's starting to sink in.
Please tell me another athlete from Guam. Matt, how many of you guys made it over? That's fantastic.
After going through the same obstacle multiple times and not getting through it, I felt defeated. I was like, that's it. I can't do it. You know. But I gotta thank you guys on the side. I was like, man, I gotta get through this or Richard won't stop saying, go Tom, go.
Really? A what? Get throw.
Okay. We're out of beers.
Speed racer. Our first representative from Guam, ladies and gentlemen. Right on.
Pickiest eater ever. Oh well, I'm sorry.
Guam! That's what I'm talking about! Folks, put your hands together for Guam athlete number 2! Guam. Man, how many of you guys made it over here? That is fantastic.